Welcome to Miami. This is a big event city, and folks here are fired up for this one inside Hard Rock Stadium as the Miami Hurricanes try to represent the great tradition of their program. We've been tracking this matchup for weeks, thinking about a possible top 5 collision. Both teams have done their part, and now here we are, as we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the second-ranked team, the Miami Hurricanes. EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Hurricanes will kick this deep to start us off. Turn starts inside the 15. And the return man brought down. It's decent yardage on that return. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
It's an option look. Pitch to the back. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Extending the play now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Trying for a fourth down completion. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Touchdown, North Carolina. It was a foot race, and he won it.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. Fourth down, critical situation. He puts...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He's looking to throw. And he makes the grab. They convert the 2-point try and now lead by 8. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return begins inside the 10. Stopped at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. First down here for this offense. And the running back takes the handoff. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Well, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. And right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll run it to the left. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Pass ball is incomplete, but there's a flag. Will it keep the drive alive? Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. The offense stays on the field, of course. It's 4th down and inches. And he finds his target. He has the first. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
As a quarterback, you see a one-on-one matchup, but you want to get the ball out to your receiver. Hope he can shake that tackle and get upfield for some good yards. But, man, this corner made a great play after that reception.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, what a move. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Canes starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And here's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here on that running play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? They'll try to run for the first down. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down.
I don't know if there's much more he could have done on that play. Sometimes it's not necessarily a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. It's the defense just does a nice job at the line of scrimmage, and they make a play.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 18. Returner tried to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? The back's got it. And he stopped after gaining 4 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Looking to scramble now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
This could be a turning point in this football game. Defense does a good job. It's 3rd down. They got to get after this quarterback. And instead, he pulls it down and picks up big yards for a 1st down. Kind of feel the momentum flipping here.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Slides to avoid the big hit.
At the end of the 3rd quarter, North Carolina 8, Miami 7.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Using his legs on the scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
2nd down after that previous play. He'll hand it off. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. The catch is made for a huge pickup. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side on that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
And the point after makes the lead 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? Quarterback escapes the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. Receiver makes the grab, and he'll be brought down.
We are in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
3rd down coming up after that running play. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, And there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run the option. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness for getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
It's a fake. He's looking deep here. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost him anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Caught over the middle. It's Garcia. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a 1st down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion from the offense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking right, this one caught.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
The Hurricanes pick up enough for a 1st down here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that 1st down.
The throw complete to the running back underneath. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
The Canes lining up here on 1st and 10. Ball handed off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Brought down at the 8-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout.
Carolina.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. He hands it off from the gun. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
For a fourth still early in this football game, in the 2nd quarter, it's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
PAT is good, but they still trail by a point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Carolina 15, Miami 14.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
And the North Carolina offense will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Trying to extend the play. On the run, he'll let it go. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. And the Tar Heels will come to the line to run the hurry up. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. 2nd and 10 here. Quarterback drops back. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? He's looking to scramble. Stop right there at the line. No gain. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Boy, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only is he pulled out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
They've converted one of their 2 4th down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a 3rd attempt right here. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. Fights through a tackle. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. The guys up front line up. It's 1st down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Clear, end zone ahead. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. And they've got the returner corralled.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. The shotgun handoff here. Great move there. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 49. First down. He'll ride the back again here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. This will likely be the last play of the half. Takes the handoff, looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And he's got some open field ahead. Tackled after the interception. That would be the final play of this first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Miami 21, North Carolina 15.
And the Tar Heels will kick this away to start the second half. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. And they get the second half started with their running play.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Escapes the pocket. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down mark.
First down. They're going to throw the football. It's caught. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The Canes line up on 1st and 10 now. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll hand it off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Loss of 4. Brings up third down.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. And the quarterback dropping back. Catch made on the left side.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The offense has been pretty efficient. They've made 2 out of 3 4th down tries so far. They'll try it again here. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Here's the handoff. Throws a stiff arm. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. He's going to test the secondary. He's going to take off here. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. The back in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Aiming for the end zone. Forced out of bounds after a nice game. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place. They gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Hurricanes hoping to punch it in. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown for the U. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the 2nd half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 8.
the 8th.
It's there. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. The last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Looking to scramble. Lets it go on the move. Launching deep. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job. You can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. Touchdown, Miami. Still no answer for this offense.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Handoff here from the shotgun. They stop him right at the 24.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. It's a shotgun run call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Gotta give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And he lofts one deep over the middle.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Miami 36, North Carolina 15.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Quarterback looking to scramble. And the defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Hits into space at the 50. An explosive play, big gain across midfield to the 42. And the Tar Heels pick up enough to get a first down there. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Throw to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
He's escaping the pocket now, and he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Finding space at the 20. Tackle made after a big gain. And the Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Got space, looking to score. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC. The quarterback who can escape and score. What a weapon for that offense.
Well, quarterbacks with...
It's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
North Carolina, 21.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
Miami Hurricanes will take over 1st and 10.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with a lead in the 4th quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
Now it's 2nd down here. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
He'll hand it off. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Boy, he was so close to getting to the outside and coming up with some huge yards. But, hey, let's give credit to the defense. These receivers really fast. They were very, very fortunate not to give up a big play.
Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
On third down, he drops to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
When the defense gets these guys to third down, they get a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
And the Canes have first and 10 here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Great cut. They whiff on him. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a first and goal. The Hurricanes looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Offense facing second and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. How in the world do you lose track of the reliable tight end on that play?
The only thing I can think about is the defense is so locked in on the wide receivers or maybe the running game that they just forgot about the tight end. The guy's wide open. That's an easy throw.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. Here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. He'll toss it to the back.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Oh, but a juke gets 3 now. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And there's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Try to run it with the option. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, this defense can fly to the football as a group. That's great team pursuit. The quarterback a little unsure on whether he should keep it or pitch it, and the defense makes him pay for that with their speed.
And the ball is hauled in. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
He eludes the rush. Looks like he's going to run it. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find out here in the red zone. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Caught quickly. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
Is successful and makes the score. Miami 43, North Carolina 29.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And now the defense steps in to call time with 10 seconds remaining on the clock. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. A quick throw out left, complete. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. He goes down, and the ball game will end on that turnover. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game. An offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.